Hello everyone, let's have more news about the Lakers, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. The Golden State Warriors have emerged as strong contenders to re-sign DeAnthony Melton, who was previously considered a realistic target for the Los Angeles Lakers. DeAnthony Melton has long been seen as a realistic target for the Los Angeles Lakers to bolster their backcourt, but that move may not materialize. According to NBA insider Mark Stein, the Golden State Warriors have emerged as strong contenders to re-sign Melton in free agency. Melton appeared in just 6 games for the Warriors last season before suffering a torn left ACL. He was later traded to the Brooklyn Nets in December, but never played for them due to the injury. Before going down, Melton averaged 10.3 points, 3.3 rebounds, and 2.8 assists last season. Now 27, Melton has played for the Phoenix Suns, Memphis Grizzlies, Philadelphia 76ers, and Warriors. Over 356 career games, he holds averages of 9.1 points, 3.7 rebounds, and 2.8 assists. The Warriors have yet to make any moves this offseason as they navigate Jonathan Kuminga's restricted free agency. In addition to Melton, Golden State has also been linked to veteran big man Al Horford. Now let's go to another video. Don't forget to leave a like.
The Los Angeles Lakers set the first building block for the post-LeBron James era last season. Trading for Luka Doncic may not have been in the plans, but whenever a player of his caliber becomes available, you just have to pull the trigger. That's why the Lakers may have chosen to pivot from LeBron and are trying to preserve cap space for next year. According to ESPN insider Brian Windhorst, the Lakers are operating as a team trying to focus on next year's free agency, even if that doesn't include LeBron. I know some people have been talking about the Lakers looking at 2027 as like a big free agent year. Well, their actions are indicating that they're also eyeing 2026, Windhorst said on the Hoops Collective. Windhorst continued his case by stating that the Lakers never asked James for additional years in their contract talks. As such, James' decision to pick up his player option for next season, as opposed to opting out and signing a 2-year deal with them, might not be what he initially planned. But they didn't, everybody's got their story. The LeBron James side is very clear that they didn't ask for extra years. I'm skeptical of that. Whether they asked for it or whether they wanted it are two different things, Windhorst said. So, there's this whole term about offer and ask and all this stuff, but long story short, the Lakers don't have LeBron under contract for next year, and then the contracts that they have signed are protecting next year's money already. James and his agent Rich Paul put pressure on Rob Pelinka to put together a championship caliber roster this offseason. Otherwise, he might want to reconsider his future with the team. Even so, it seems like the Lakers are already gearing up to lose him, and they might be just fine with it. After being named as the cover athlete for NBA 2K26, defending NBA MVP and Oklahoma City Thunder superstar Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is making headlines this offseason, and his knowledge of the history of the game is coming into question. When asked to give his all-time NBA 2K starting 5, Gilgeous-Alexander listed some obvious candidates like Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. However, when finishing up his all-time starting 5, Gilgeous-Alexander forgot one obvious choice: Los Angeles Lakers superstar LeBron James. While it might be an oversight on Gilgeous-Alexander's part, it's hard to deny his all-time starting 5 would be unstoppable no matter what version of NBA 2K. Also, James isn't the only player you could say was snubbed by the Thunder star either. For some, Magic Johnson or Stephen Curry might be better options at the point over Iverson. At center, there will always be the argument for legends like Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Still, choosing O'Neal, arguably one of the most dominant, is a solid choice on Gilgeous-Alexander's part. NBA Summer League kicks off in Las Vegas on Thursday, July 10th, and one of the most hotly anticipated matchups will take place on day 1 at the Thomas & Mack Center, Bronny James and the Lakers against 2025 number 1 pick Cooper Flagg and the Mavericks. The game was announced shortly after Flagg officially became the top pick in the NBA draft and will serve as his Summer League debut with Dallas. While the primary players involved in last season's bombshell, Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis trade won't be involved. That storyline floats in the background of Thursday night's game as well. James and Flagg are big draws on their own. The clash between the two has also helped spike ticket prices for the day-long session in Las Vegas. The get-in price for day 1 of Summer League in Las Vegas is still under $100, though the prices for the exhibition slate do rival that of many regular season NBA games around the league. As of Wednesday morning, prices on most sites are hovering around $90. The cheapest price for a single ticket, including all fees, is currently $79 at TickPick for general admission, which has 6 tickets at that price point available. After those tickets, however, the next cheapest option is a set of 2 tickets in section 108 for $493 each. For those who don't want a GA ticket, options get extremely pricey. Tickets in sections 105 to 108 on the sideline run from around $500 to over $1,000 on most ticket resellers, with VIP options exceeding even that price range. SeatGeek has a set of 2 tickets for the Michelob Ultra Courtside VIP deck, listed at $806 each, including fees. Sports Illustrated Tickets has the most expensive option that we've seen. 4 courtside seats available for sale in pairs or all together, listed at $3,022 each. In a 1-point Summer League victory for the Los Angeles Lakers, former Tennessee Volunteers star Dalton Knecht shone brighter than most. With the second most points and second most rebounds on the team, Knecht was a massive reason the Lakers pulled off the slim victory over the San Antonio Spurs. Knecht was only outscored and out-rebounded by 2019 first-round draft pick Darius Bazley, who only just joined the Lakers this offseason. The former Vol outscored the likes of LeBron Bronny James Jr., former UNC star RJ Davis, and more highly touted young stars. Last year, during his rookie season, Knecht found himself bouncing between teams as the Lakers traded him alongside Cam Reddish to the Charlotte Hornets for Mark Williams. However, just a few days later, Knecht was back in Los Angeles, with Williams having failed his team physical. Now, Knecht is looking to prove his worth to the Lakers once again. During his first year in the league, he averaged 9.1 points, 2.8 rebounds, and 0.8 assists per game, a far cry from the numbers he produced while playing for Tennessee. After transferring to play for the Vols in 2023, coming from Northern Colorado, Knecht started in all the 36 games that Tennessee played, becoming a leader both on and off the court. He even led the Volunteers to an appearance in the Elite Eight, where he scored a resounding 37 points in Tennessee's 72-66 loss to Purdue. The next time the Lakers and Knecht tip off will be on Thursday, July 10th at 8 p.m. ET versus the Dallas Mavericks, who selected Duke's Cooper Flagg first overall in the 2025 NBA Draft. Dalton Knecht found his shooting stroke, and the Lakers' Summer League team rallied from a 14-point fourth-quarter deficit to edge the San Antonio Spurs 89-88 in their California Classic finale on Tuesday night at the Chase Center. Darius Bazley finished with a game-high 27 points, including the game-winning dunk on a putback of a Knecht miss with 13.3 seconds left. Bazley, who shot 8 for 10 from the field and 10 for 12 from the free throw line, also grabbed a game-high 13 rebounds. Knecht had 25 points and 8 rebounds on 9 for 18 shooting, 4 for 8 from three-point range, shaking off a slump that had seen him shoot 5 for 20 overall, 0 for 9 from behind the arc in the Lakers' first 2 Summer League games.
The Los Angeles Lakers are likely done with making major moves around Luka Doncic and LeBron James during the NBA offseason. This is not stopping plenty of speculation about wild moves the Lakers could make to bolster the team's championship aspirations. Through his agent Rich Paul, James has made it clear that he wants to compete for a championship this upcoming season. The question is whether the current Lakers roster give James and Doncic a realistic chance to chase the NBA's elite in 2025-26. Lakers insider Jovan Buha was recently asked about a wild fan trade proposal that has the Lakers landing New Orleans Pelicans star Zion Williamson. The timeline would be a move more in the future, with Williamson as a potential replacement once James moves on. The proposal has the Lakers sending Rui Hachimura, Maxi Kleber, Gabe Vincent, and a 2031 first-round pick to the Pelicans in exchange for Williamson. It remains to be seen why the Pelicans would be motivated to do this deal unless the front office wants to move on from Williamson's 5-year, $197 million contract. Let's dive into whether the Lakers could make a surprise run at Williamson. On a surface level, it feels like New Orleans would be pushing for Austin Reeves in any deal involving Williamson. Logistically, the outline trade would need adjusted, or a third team could be added for the proposed deal to work within the salary cap constraints. Buha weighed in on Williamson's questionable fit alongside Doncic, highlighting defensive concerns. "I don't think you're crazy," Buha explained during a July 7th YouTube episode. "I will say Zion, Luka, and AR, Reeves, and Ayton, and whoever. I see some major concerns defensively. And you, fan, what do you think about Zion Williamson's situation? Leave your opinion in the comments."